Hey there, fellow mystery seekers. Welcome back to Mystery Infinity, the place where we dive deep into the world's most intriguing and spine-tingling stories. Today, we're opening the creaky door to one of the most chilling and debated tales in paranormal history, the Amityville Horror. You've probably heard the whispers, seen the movies, or read the books, but what really happened in that infamous house on Ocean Avenue? Get ready to walk the line between reality and the supernatural. We're about to unravel the layers of the Amityville Horror, separating chilling facts from fiction. This isn't just a ghost story, it's a journey into a mystery that has captivated the world for decades. So, grab your flashlights and let's step into the shadows to uncover the truth behind the Amityville haunting. Are you ready to challenge what you think you know? Let's find out together. The House of Horrors. Before the Amityville house became a byword for paranormal horror, it was just a regular, albeit imposing, Dutch colonial home in a sleepy Long Island town. But its story took a dark turn one night in 1974, when tragedy struck in the most horrific way possible. The DeFeo family, who lived in this seemingly idyllic home, were found murdered, each member lying face down in their beds. This chilling event would become the catalyst for one of the most infamous hauntings in history. The perpetrator was none other than the family's eldest son, Ronald DeFeo Jr., who claimed voices in the house drove him to commit the ghastly act. Imagine living in a house that whispers deadly secrets, a notion scary enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. This gruesome incident cast a long, dark shadow over the house, marking it as the Amityville Horror House, a name that would stick and chill the hearts of many for years to come. In the aftermath, the house stood silent, a brooding presence in the otherwise tranquil neighborhood. Its high windows, looking like half-closed eyes, gave it a face that watched over the town with an ominous air. It's as if the house itself was a silent witness to the unspeakable horror that occurred within its walls, holding secrets that were yet to unfold. As the story of the house spread, it didn't just capture the locals' attention, it gripped the entire nation. The tale of the Amityville house was more than just a family tragedy. It became a harbinger of the supernatural, setting the stage for a saga that would intertwine the realms of the living and the spectral. It turned the house into a character of its own, a silent, brooding, and malevolent force waiting for its next chapter. The Lutz family and their 28 days of terror. The Lutz family, oblivious to the sinister past of their new dream home, moved in with hopes of a fresh start. Little did they know, they were about to become central characters in a ghost story that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. George and Kathy Lutz, along with their 3 children, thought they had hit the jackpot with the Amityville house. It was big, beautiful, and, considering its history, a steal. But sometimes, things are too good to be true, and soon they'd find out why this house was a bargain. Almost immediately, things started to go bump in the night, and in the day. It wasn't just your usual creaky old house noises. This was something else. Unexplained cold spots appeared, turning warm rooms into chilly vaults without any reason. Mysterious odors wafted through the rooms, with no discernible source. It was like the house had its own mood swings, changing the air as it pleased. But it wasn't just the smells and the chills. The Lutz family reported seeing apparitions, ghostly figures wandering as if the house still held onto its previous inhabitants. Doors would slam shut by themselves, and Kathy claimed to be embraced by unseen forces. Imagine settling in to watch TV and suddenly feeling like you're in the audience of a ghostly drama. That's what life started to feel like in the Amityville house. The most chilling incident, perhaps, was when their daughter developed an imaginary friend, described eerily similar to one of the murdered DeFeo children. It was as if the past was seeping through the walls, refusing to be forgotten. The Lutz family's 28 days in the Amityville house were filled with such terror and strangeness that they finally fled, leaving behind their possessions and the dream of a peaceful family home. Their short stay would forever mark them and set the stage for a haunting mystery that continues to intrigue and terrify to this day. Unraveling the paranormal tapestry. When word of the strange occurrences at the Amityville house spread, it wasn't long before it caught the attention of the paranormal big leagues. Enter Ed and Lorraine Warren, the dynamic duo of ghost hunting. The Warrens, known for their work on supernatural cases, were like the Sherlock and Watson of the spirit world. They swooped into Amityville with their gadgets and holy water, ready to face whatever lurked in the shadows. The Warrens' investigation added a new layer of intrigue to the Amityville tale. They claimed to encounter powerful supernatural forces, and Lorraine even conducted a séance. Imagine a regular family dinner but with an uninvited ghostly guest at the table. They gathered evidence, took eerie photos, one of which allegedly showed a boy with glowing eyes, and declared the house a hotbed of paranormal activity. It was like confirming that your house isn't just drafty, it's actually haunted. However, not everyone was buying tickets to the ghost train. Skeptics were quick to question the findings. They argued that the evidence was circumstantial and easily manipulated. Some even suggested that the hauntings were an elaborate hoax, a spooky story turned profitable scheme. It was like the ghostly version of "fake it till you make it." The debate between believers and skeptics turned the Amityville story into a real-life ghostly courtroom drama, with the Warrens' findings as the central piece of evidence. The controversy only added to the legend, blurring the line between fact and fiction. Hollywood's portrayal of ghost hunting, with its dramatic music and jump scares, seemed tame compared to the real-life drama unfolding in Amityville. The house wasn't just a building with a creepy past. It had become a battleground for the debate over the paranormal, a haunted stage where fact met fiction. The media frenzy and the birth of a legend. The Amityville horror story took on a life of its own when the media caught wind of the chilling tales emanating from the small town. It was like a spark that ignited a wildfire of fascination and fear. The story spread faster than gossip in a high school hallway, capturing the public's imagination with its blend of real-life horror and supernatural mystery. Soon, the once quiet town of Amityville found itself in the national spotlight, with curious onlookers and thrill-seekers hoping to catch a glimpse of the infamous haunted house. Enter Jay Anson, who took the Lutz family's account and turned it into The Amityville Horror, a book that would cement the house's place in horror folklore. This book wasn't just a retelling. It was like adding fuel to the already blazing fire of the Amityville saga. With vivid descriptions and a flair for the dramatic, Anson's portrayal blurred the lines between fact and fiction, leaving readers to wonder where one ended and the other began. It was like dipping reality in a vat of horror movie sauce, extra spicy. The book's success spawned a series of movies that further dramatized the events. These films turned the Amityville house into a character in its own right, complete with creaky floorboards, sinister windows, and an aura of malevolence. The line between the actual events and their cinematic portrayal became as murky as the house's shadowy corners. For viewers, it was like watching a nightmare unfold on screen, with the added chill of knowing it was based on true events. As the legend grew, so did the debates and speculations. Every book, movie, and subsequent interview seemed to add another layer of mystery to the story, making it harder to distinguish the truth. The Amityville Horror became more than just a haunted house story. It evolved into a cultural phenomenon, a tale that sparked endless debates, research, and fascination. The house on Ocean Avenue was no longer just a building. It had become a symbol of the eternal dance between reality and the supernatural, a legend etched into the annals of horror history. The legacy and truth behind the haunt. As the dust settles on the Amityville horror saga, its legacy lingers like the faint echo of a ghostly whisper. This tale has woven itself into the fabric of pop culture, becoming a benchmark for paranormal stories. But the true legacy of Amityville goes beyond the jump scares and creepy anecdotes. It lies in the fascinating interplay between psychology, belief, and the power of storytelling. The story invites us to question not just the existence of ghosts, but also how our minds can transform ordinary spaces into chambers of terror. The Amityville story also opens a window into the world of hoaxes and the lengths people might go to for fame or fortune. While some firmly believe in the Lutz family's experiences, others view their tale with a healthy dose of skepticism, suggesting that it could have been an elaborate hoax. It's a reminder that sometimes, the real horror isn't in haunted houses, but in the tales we spin and the truths we stretch for a taste of the extraordinary. Moreover, Amityville challenges our perception of reality, showing how easily the lines between truth and fiction can blur. It's like a mirror held up to society, reflecting our deepest fears and our unending fascination with the unknown. The story taps into the primal part of our brains that loves a good scare, the part that huddles around campfires, eager for ghost stories. In the end, the Amityville Horror is more than just a story about a haunted house. It's a cultural phenomenon that has taught us about the power of narrative. It shows how a simple tale can grip the world, blurring the lines between reality and fiction, and leaving us to wonder where one ends and the other begins. The house at Amityville stands as a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, a monument to the human love for a good, spine-tingling story. It's a tale that invites us to explore the dark corners of our imagination and confront the ghosts of our own making. And there you have it, the spine-tingling, hair-raising journey through the Amityville Horror. If this deep dive into one of the most infamous haunted houses has left you thrilled, intrigued, or even a bit spooked, don't keep it to yourself, share it with friends and fellow mystery enthusiasts. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Mystery Infinity for more content that peels back the veil on the unknown, and comment below with your thoughts on the Amityville story. Are you a believer, a skeptic, or still on the fence? We've got plenty more mysteries to explore, from baffling historical enigmas to the latest in scientific anomalies. Stay tuned, keep questioning, and keep exploring with us, as we unravel more of the world's most captivating mysteries.